and shift that weight, and I'll knock your short ass out.
So did Steve Harvey just say he would knock Katt Williams out? Steve Harvey was at InvestFest over the weekend, and it seems as if he was on stage taking an opportunity to talk about his haters.
Penny ass hater who is, and you'll never have a hater that's doing better than you. Always know that. Don't get off the wall to dress some penny ass boy who ain't got shit going for himself. Now you done stopped your climb up on the wall so you can come down here and talk to his little punk ass. Don't do that, man. I stay away from it. Now, do I want to? Yes. Because I'm a human being, and I'm hood. I used to be a fighter, and I still got hands. They slow, but if you get up on me real close, I can still knock your monkey ass out. I just don't have the quickness I have. But I still know how to turn my hip and shift that weight, and I'll knock your short ass out. I'll shoot your perm straight out your head.
Wow. And this is who we're supposed to be listening to for advice. This is supposed to be at an investment conference, which, you know, I got my own issues with InvestFest in itself, what it stands for, what, you know, how they're moving over there. Most recently, I've talked about Steve Harvey's endorsement of Kamala Harris, how he's going to give her all softball questions. Well, if you know, this is a person that has this type of judgment that's going to go out there and say this. Of course, he was mad after what Katt Williams said in the Club Shay Shay interview. He pretty much exposed him as, you know, someone who basically took Mark Curry's whole career, put it on stage, and did not compensate him in any kind of way. Because if you don't remember, this is what Katt Williams had to say about Steve Harvey.
That went to go watch Mark Curry do his whole sitcom and then stole everything Mark Curry had. Now Steve got a sitcom where he the principal and he wear a suit and and then he gets this high top fade, making all black men think he got the best lineup in the business, and it's a man unit. Then you ask it, why you not a movie star? I didn't want to be a movie star. This the same Negro that hated on Bernie with this same thing.
Wow.
I didn't want to be a movie star. No, you couldn't be a movie star. There are 30,000 new scripts in Hollywood every year. Not one of them asks for a country bumpkin black dude that can't talk good, baby, and look like Mr. Potato Head. There ain't none. You would have to have range. I played a lot of characters, 60 movie roles. I'm not playing Katt Williams in there.
I don't know, Katt. We might not let you drink anymore the way I mean, we ain't even got.
I'm not fueled by alcohol.
He said, I had a drink. But, I mean, Katt Williams is so funny. He's a funny storyteller. Like, that's the funny thing about it is, like, I don't think what Steve said, it wasn't not funny, but it wasn't as funny as Katt can tell this story, like talking about OBKB. But yeah, like, what do you think about that? Yeah, Mark hanging with Mr. Cooper, he was the basketball coach and he was a teacher. Steve Harvey show, he was a teacher, and I think he was also the basketball coach. You know, it was very formulaic in the 90s, but, you know, when you think about it, you know, that and then, you know, you put that together with Mark Curry making the claim, allegedly, that Steve Harvey took some of his material, then you might think that Steve Harvey did this purposely, that Steve Harvey went out here to get Mark Curry shine, because Mark Curry was the man. Like, let's not make any mistake about that. In that time period, he was definitely the man coming out of Oakland. But yeah, Katt Williams is well within his right to say this stuff, but you know, that's what I'm saying about the behind the scenes nature of comedy and what goes on. You know, the drama behind the comedy is almost as interesting as the stuff they do on stage. That's why we're getting such wonderful podcasts from comedians. That's why we're getting such wonderful interviews from comedians. And I hope this stuff continues, but at the same time, I don't want it to get physical. You know, you got to treat it like Van Jones and Vivek did. Have a nice conversation, squash your issues, and get beyond it. Because if Katt Williams sees Steve Harvey, does he swing off the top? Or does Steve Harvey swing off the top? You know what I mean? What are we doing here? Like, this is not where we want to be as adult black men We got to take ourselves more seriously. We talk trash about each other. That's fine. But make sure, make sure you're ready for all that. You know what I'm saying? Steve Harvey is 67 years old right now. This is somebody we're supposed to be looking at as an elder. And this is how they're moving out here. This is the message that they want to put forth, that they're going to shoot somebody's perm out the back of their head. And, when you talk about short and then you talk about perm, there's only a few people you could think of. So obviously the message is being sent to Katt Williams. So I wonder if Katt Williams is going to respond because, Katt Williams can't live down a good beef. And he wanted to smoke, you know what I mean? But I just think this is, you're talking about you can't come down to the level of your haters, but literally coming down to the level of anybody who criticizes you. But you're literally going lower than the person that criticized you. So, it doesn't make much sense, but this is just par for the course. We got to listen to these people coming through with their rhetoric and how they feel about things, and we're supposed to listen, and their motivational speech, and they're, very religious, and they're on the radio, and they're supposed to be a figure of importance. But when they come out like this on the stage and say things like this,
ass boy who ain't got shit going for himself. Now you done stopped your climb up on the wall so you can come down here and talk to his little punk ass. Don't do that, man. I stay away from it. Now do I want to? Yes. Because I'm a human being and I'm hood. And I used to be a fighter and I still got hands. They slow, but if you get up on me real close, I can still.
Nah, I don't think you saw Katt Williams run that 40. I don't know if you really want to mess with Katt Williams. Maybe you need security around you when you're messing with Katt Williams. Oh, that was Jamie Foxx's I might need security. But you know what I'm saying? Like, this is kind of petty. It's kind of petty for you to be up on stage and at a place where you're supposed to be inspiring people to be entrepreneurs or whatever, and this is the message you want to put. You want to talk about your haters and people. If you got haters and you're above it, then why do you even have to address it? You were quiet this long, but I think it's a slow. I think all the pressure about his stance on the election is getting to him. Now he's having to answer for some things. But man, what do y'all think about this, man? Steve Harvey's out here beefing. A grown man beefing with another comedian, man. Comedian beef is interesting, though. There's going to have to be a whole TV show. Maybe I'll make the TV show on comedians and their behind-the-scenes lives, because they seem to have a lot of friction and conflict in that profession in particular.
Knock your monkey ass out. I just don't have the quickness I have, but I still know how to turn my hip and shift that weight, and I'll knock your short ass out. I'll shoot your perm straight out your head. Penny Annie ass hater.
Anyways, if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification for all uploads. If you want to watch more, please watch one of these videos down below. Make sure you sign up for the newsletter. That way you can stay up to date on all things Faucette Media. The link is in the description. This is Faucette Media.